Fire friendly, fire friendly. If you not want to pray, fire friendly. Oh no, fire friendly. Oh no, fire friendly. Fire friendly. Fire friendly. Yeah, just open table. Someone done said they want me go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this open table. Oh, yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the studio today. February 10th, 2024. This OP table. OP table. OP table. Honorable Chairman?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, today's a great day. Today's a great day. In the world, it's a great day. We are watching our studio guests. Studio guests, Reverend Dr. Samuel Walloy, Chief Servant, All Christian Assembly. We got doctors in the town, yo. Yes, now. Our studio guest is a doctor, Reverend Dr. Samuel Walloy. Reverend Dr. Samuel Walloy, Chief Servant, All Christian Assembly. That's my pastor right there. I'm blessed. Oh, today we pass also anointing on this table. Open table is blessed. Thank you very much. Honorable Chairman, today we're going to get prayer. We are blessed to have a pastor, Reverend, Overseer. Yeah.
It is good to have It's good to have men of God on the platform. It's good to have men of God, especially considering this community is going through. We are going through some difficult time, and it's always good to have a man of God who is a doctor in theology, and he will be over here and giving us some spiritual advice.
That's a good thing. But before the Reverend come on, let me run through our topic we're going to be discussing today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook Live, this OP table. We're going to be critically looking at the President Joseph Jomo Boakai, his inaugural speech. We're going to be looking at that as well. Even though Prince Justin made mockery out of him, but with that said, his speech, we'll look at it very well. We tell the community, we tell the whole world that the president, even though they put something on him like a bulletproof jacket, and our country club will also on him. All those things I have it. The man is old already. How you address it? But anyway, we address some of the issues around here. That's why we are open table. We have been observing it critically. We have been observing it critically. Reverend Dr. Samuel Lloyd is here. How you doing, Dr. Lloyd? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you. I want to welcome you again, Honorable Man, Reverend Dr. Samuel Walloy, Chief Servant of Christian Assembly. I salute you, a crowd of distinction. We say welcome to the table.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Well, we have the president ministerial appointments in the Republic of Liberia. We'll also be touching on Indian and Labrador community. That's why we have Reverend Dr. Samuel Walloy. He's going to be touching on the community a little bit. That's why we have the doctor here. The doctor, a very brilliant doctor. He has come again to OB table. It's not his first time. He's been here. He's not a stranger to this place. He's not a stranger to the microphone. Reverend Dr. Samuel Walloy, need to have your OB table. Honorable Chairman?
Yeah.
You can walk on the doctor.
I hope I hope the Reverend Doctor gets some tea in the house there. If not, I can shape you some Lipton tea. You know, this is
the doctor can only drink juice.
No, it's okay to drink tea. I think the Bible is okay with tea. The Bible is okay with tea. So it's not something that is going to make the man of God to go against the will of God.
Let's start the tea. They can put the tea there in red cup. We don't want to put it say the doctor get red cup. So we're getting tea. I mean we're getting juice. The juice is transparent. You can see it. You know that juice.
Yeah, it's a good thing, especially considering the time we are going through in this community. Man, we through the holiday season we were mourning and we just got hit again. And there's a good thing to have people in this community that you can turn to for counseling or for strength, and especially for them to align with the things of God. It's because of other people back in the days that God bless certain people. Sometimes the blessing and the protection cannot come direct from you. And because of men of God in your community and in your neighborhood, sometimes your community can be blessed. And it was because of, I shouldn't preach, it was because of Noah obedient to God. That's why God blessed his household. If I'm right or wrong, the Reverend Doctor can correct me. And so many places in the Bible, he didn't just speak directly to the men of God or to the people of God. He said, "I will bless your household." And sometimes the household can be, you can spread. It can be the community, and it's a good thing. Especially we are bereaved again. It's hard. It's heavy on us. This time it went through our heart. We talking about someone so young in this community, and over the Thanksgiving and Christmas season, we went through this, and we asking God for forgiveness and at least for strength. But again, we touch on the community, but it's a good thing to have the Reverend Doctor Samuel Law here. The Reverend Doctor is wearing his favorite color from his tribal or his native side. I think this. Say the battle for left, red.
Oh, okay.
Well, man, no tribalism. No.
Something wrong with you.
SYZ, why the Lover put color? I don't know about it.
Green and white.
Okay, they get cloth. I want to go put on Joseph Boyka almost passed out.
Well, man, leave the president.
For them to allow that old man to wear something light in the heat, to go put
you not talking about your nephew. What 10 power over? After 2 hours, he flew to Milan. You don't want to discuss that?
Yeah, my cousin Wia is living his best life. I think he wanted to give the thing back to the people. The thing about the presidency, like, it will force you to act right. There are certain things you have to grow into them. I mean, like it's like fatherhood, man. You cannot be a father and still be acting like a little boy. It's like once you start having kids, now you start to position yourself and start to act like a father. So I think the presidency was too much for maybe George Weah, so he wanted to go back to that because I mean he just wanted to be a common man.
Yeah, he wanted to be dancing with Le Buga and Tina. So anyway, nothing wrong with that. We want to dive straight into the issue. We will talk to Reverend Dr. Samuel Lloyd, Chief Servant of Christian Assembly, to introduce himself, even though he's not strange to this platform, but we will give him the platform to introduce himself for the sake of the audience in Africa, Europe, Asia, and you name them. The 7th continent. We are taking all over. Thank you very much, Opitebo. Hey, Opitebo, I'm taking all over. The voice of the sons of Lofa country. Opitebo. How you doing?
I'm doing great. First of all, before that, Reverend Dr. Samuel Law, come on, let's share a shout out to everywhere you are. For people listening in America, we're talking about the East Coast, the West Coast, and the Midwest, and Down south, we say thank you for following us on Open Table back home in Liberia, where you're listening from Lofa, Nimba, or Basso, or Mosurado, Grand Crew, wherever you're listening from in Liberia, we say welcome to Open Table. And in Europe and in Australia, wherever you are listening from. But we have the pleasure today to be sitting down with one of our community leader because like pastors and reverends and bishop, they are by default leaders of the community because you turn to them. And it's a pleasure to have one of them here today on our platform to discuss this community. But we will not introduce the man too much. When he's right here, he can do that for himself, and we allow Mr. Reverend Doctor. You know, when sometimes we add the title to it, you forget about it, part that the man is a Mr. as well.
Yeah.
Man is married, man not just carrying the title, having some responsibilities. So he has a beautiful wife and family.
Yeah.
So we will allow him to introduce himself. Reverend Doctor.
And it's a mother as well.
Well, thank you guys for giving us I just want to share the show on my page. Okay, I've done that already. Thank you guys for allowing me to come and then advocate and appeal to the community for what are happening in our midst. I'm Samuel Lord, and I love to be called the chief servant instead of the pastor or the reverend, this, because as a child of God, we are all servants, and there is no one greater than one. All the position stuff is just right on planet Earth. They will get to heaven. There will be no this and that, and reverend and bishop and pope and apostle and this. No. So we are all here to serve, and I'm just the lead servant in the church of Jesus Christ, the All Christian Assembly, and we are here to make a case and talk to our people concerning what are happening in our community, as we are all aware. Maybe I don't like to talk in politics too much. I'd like to keep that space. I like to keep that space. So I won't be diving into your politics aspect. Or maybe probably after I'm done, you guys can excuse me, and then you can dive into your politics aspect.
All right. That's okay. Like you said, I mean, the thing about it is, I mean, like we respect that. That's the good thing about it. Like, especially being a man of God, to be too political, sometimes you will try to put yourself into a little bit of a problem, especially considering the fact that the world is polarized. You don't want to say something that will politically or be politically incorrect, and then you are leading a group of people. You have Republican, Democrat. You
exactly. Okay, I think you get it right.
Yeah,
you get it in the church. You have sedition. You have UPIS. You have ANC people. You have everybody. And if you take a side, and now what happened to other people, and you are the head, you are leading them. You are the chief servant. You are leading them. And now if you take a side, then that's a problem. So I want to remain, to where I am.
Yeah, it's good to be neutral. Yeah, I understand that, especially the work that you are doing. You can't take a side. It's like a twin mother. I mean, or a twin father. You can say you love this one or you hate the other. So we understand that. But however, you are here for a purpose and a particular reason, and we gave you as was there something you want to say before or you want to ask the man what he's here for? It looks like you are busy. Or we'll give you.
Go ahead. I'm sharing it.
Yeah, we give you. First of all, let's talk a little bit about your church and your church. First of all,
okay.
Start to talk about some communities. All Christian Assembly. So this is a new year, 2024. Like, how's everything with your church, and how the All Christian Assembly? How's everything in the church?
Oh, we gave God the glory. Last year was a tough year for us, where we had to move from where we were to a new location. It was a tough year, but God has been good. And one thing I do know, I think when I was in Calvary, I preached. I think one of my last message there was remember Romans 8:28. And that was the topic. Romans 8:28 is, I would say, all things work together for good to them that love God and are called according to his purpose. So for me, anything that happened to me, I believe that God hands us in it, and he's showing us a new direction. We got hit, and, when we're at Villa, that we should leave. And hey, it was just abrupt. And like, you go today, and they say, beginning today should be a last day. Don't come back here again.
Hmm.
And like, where this come from? But again, as I said, sometimes it is good to be tested. And the songwriter say, we will not know what God can do until we are tested, and then we see God in the midst of our storm. So we were like, okay, we called a meeting that same day, and we're discussing what can we do, where can we go. Today's our last day. Saturday will soon be here. Sunday will soon be here. And then the members were very cooperative. Oh, Pastor Love, for now we can be worshiping to each other houses. In the meantime, while we look for place. And that Monday, we started going around looking for a place, checking, and God is good. And the pastor of Vida, the same man that quote unquote told us to leave, we contacted him and asked him for an extension. Is there any way you can give us at least a month or two so we can build a farm place? Instead of the sheep be scattered. And he was very, very compassionate. And he said, hey, it's not how you think it happened, but give me a chance, I will get back to you. I said, okay. He said, Wednesday, I'll get back to you Wednesday. It was on Monday. And then I Wednesday, trust me, man, I could not sleep. I was like, it was 8 o'clock in the night. The man could not call. American people want to give you the word. 9 o'clock, you could not call. 10 o'clock, you could not call. Like, it looked like today will pass. And it was around 10 going to 11. He called me. He said, are you sleeping? I'm sorry for waking you up. I said, no. He said, I want to stick to my word. I told you I'm going to give you a call today. He said, hey, I got a new place for you guys. Bring some of your leaders in the morning, come out to church so I can carry you guys to the new place so you can see it. If you like it, then we'll go from there. And Haka, he took us to where we are. I think Joe, you have been there on several times, and John Z is our member, so it's not strange. And then how we got to that place. And then the pastor there too, Pastor Ryan, have been a very good minister there, opening up to us. And they want to use that place only on Sunday. So we have all the time to do all our stuff there. You see, we have a big field. We host our anniversary right there, play our games there, and do everything right on campus there. And we are so grateful to God for giving us such an opportunity. And like we are like to Villa, right? We do everything we want to do there, and we have access to the building more than even the people, because their ministry is foster care. Now we are already focused on foster care, so you don't really use that place. We have upstairs there with a lot of rooms. We have the fellowship hall and everything, the offices and everything. And God has been good to us. And then where we are for now. But nevertheless, we are still looking for a place. We trying to get some grant, put some proposal in for building, and let's say in time of peace, prepare for war, right? So we are not sleeping, even though they told us we can be there as long as we want to. In fact, the man said we can share the church because we're not using it, so we can share it. So there where we are presently, and we want to give God the glory for giving us such an opportunity. It's here from the time from our inception. We have been blessed, and God is still showing His mercy and His kindness towards the ministry. And I tell people, anything that you see God is in, you will know it when situation occur. When God's hands is in it. When God's hands is not in it, it will not last. Like and the apostles, they were going around preaching the gospel, and then they were being persecuted. And I think one time they even told them to not even preach, to not even go out. And someone said, don't bother them. If what they're doing is of God, I don't care what you do, it will not die. But when it is not of God, leave it. By time They will have a natural death. So, God has been on the church, and we are moving strong. Want to give God the glory. We should have our first leadership and board meeting, Trump board meeting on on Saturday, but because of what happened to the Packers family, we have to cancel it. And, to show some respect to the family because we are all there on Saturday to sympathize with them. So that is that, and we are moving strong. Give God the glory.
Oh, that's a good thing. It's an extraordinary story. It's a story of grace and compassion and everything. Yes, but the main thing here is, like you said, if God is in it, it's going to work for your good. And that's the thing. But like you said, you already said, like you guys cannot just rest on what they gave you guys. Until sometimes like of favor, you have to take a, or you have to be a little bit considerate, because you don't know when the time will come again for you to be uprooted, right? So, like you guys working towards your own place.
Exactly.
I know as a man of God, until you guys can be sitting in your own place, you will not be sitting easy. Like you
Now,
gotta pray on that, working on that grant. You have to call it your home before it's like you cannot. It's like forgive me for this scenario. It's like the children of Israel in Egypt. That's not their home, right? No matter how much they are enjoying Egypt,
exactly.
they got to go home, and that's it. And that's where you guys are. You guys are passing through. But we bless God that He's working things out for you guys in the process. And I mean, like you said, once God is in it, it will not die. And that's very prophetic. SYZ, you got something to say?
Uh, no, I think the only thing I want to tell, I think I just want to dive straight into the discussion. So, Reverend Dr. Samuel Lloyd, Chief Servant of Christian Assembly, to, he's here for a purpose. So, like he just beat the hammer on the head, and when he got out of our way, then we can dive straight into politics. Reverend Dr. Samuel Lloyd, Chief Servant of Christian Assembly, I think it's prudent enough for you to just dive straight into Indian Labrador community and what you are here for. You let the community know and the rest of the world so that we can discuss it a little bit. Then when you go now, we can start talking about Joseph Boakai and Prince C. Johnson and other guys.
Okay. Thank you, the chairman and the co-chair for giving us the opportunity. When I contacted the co-chair, he said, "Hey, let me go over to my chair, and about trust me, we're going to give you the time to come up." And I like the way the committee is going. I talked to Logan. Logan connected me with Professor Pele, and yesterday I was on their show, Fabulous Friday, and we're talking the same thing. And we just want to make sure that the word go out to our community. I think we all are aware, we are in the community that we are bereaved. If you are out in Australia or in all the areas that you're watching up, the Library Committee is bereaved. Our president lost his son, a 19 years old, promising young man that had all good future before him. And the reason why I'm passionate about this thing, Joe and SYZ, is because myself lost a child before. And well, I will let us start with this. If you have not experienced something to console somebody, it's hard because you don't know how that person feels. Absolutely not. Don't come if you have not lost a child. Don't come tell me say, "Oh, I lost my." Well, I know you feel. No, you don't know how I feel. You don't know how I feel because you have not experienced that identical loss to know how one feels. So I sympathize and empathize with them because I myself have gone through that stuff. It was June 5th, 2008, when we lost our 7 years old daughter. And I tell people, the same day we lost her, the same day our only son was born. So you see, we two things happen on the same day, Joe. Two things happen on the same day. So we lost a child 12:30 a.m. on the 5th, 7:30 p.m. My wife gave birth to our only boy child. So you see, when we celebrating his birthday, we're taking on the same day his sister left this place. So we know my family, my wife and I, this year they got 22 years together. We know how I feel, for you to lose a child. And that's the reason why we are always passionate whenever it happened to a family. You can remember 2 years ago, it happened to the Collins family, and we were inside, we were in it. It was not because they were part of my church, but I just felt, that, hey, we need to do something because I know how the family feel. Trust me, when it happened to me, I didn't contribute a cent. The community, people that were around me, my church, other people that were around me, they did everything. I didn't pay for ground, I didn't pay for anything. Food came, everything. And they just took it and said, look, you can't be mourning your child, then you be worrying how to bury the child. So we're going to take care of that. And so that's the idea that I try to bring into the community when such a thing that is happening. It's nothing that we pray for, but we are human beings. It will happen. Okay. And I tell people, death is like a rain. Any roof that sees, it falls on it. It does not go on a particular roof alone and say, only this family going to die. All the other people, no. Death is an appointment that every one of us make before coming here. The only difference is that we don't know when that date is going to come. But we already signed up for it before coming here. Every one of us. So that's one thing that is appointed onto every one of us, death. And after that, the judgment. I want to leave the judgment aspect. Stick with the first part, the death. So I don't know when I will go. Most of the time when I talk about, Pastor, you talk about death, not too much. But death is part of life. Yeah. Okay? Mm-hmm. I don't know when I will go. So what I try to do is try to make an impact. So when it happened to the Collins family, we stepped into it and we raised some money for them, and they were able to take care of all the expenses. And then even I told people a lot of cash left that we gave them afterward with all the listing and also Tennessee listing over to LAR, and so that they keep it in the record and for those that contributed. So it is from that same idea that we come to appeal to the community. Look, if you have been to Parker House and you have seen his wife, you have seen Parker, you will know that something has happened badly to them. I think I got information that the funeral cost will be over 20,000. So I was like, okay, what can we do as a community? Okay, today is Parker's son. And I tell people, I don't think when Parker went at the Harris house and gave us 250 from he and his family, that was including his son. He said, on behalf of the Parker's family, we contribute 250 towards this death. I don't think we're thinking that after 2 years, Joe, we'll be right here. It would be his turn. No way. You are not thinking. You are not doing it, to help someone that was in need, someone that was distressed, someone that was downhearted, someone that was be. Hey, would that put together? And he said, okay, Pastor Law, I'll sell you $250 for my family contribution towards the water cost. 2 years later, we are here. For who? For Parker. So you see. So. And I want us, the community, the reason why I'm here, the community, we listen to me, wherever you are. I want us to do our utmost best. Tomorrow will be a meeting at the Parker's house, and that meeting is specifically for us to raise money. Come there prepared. And the good thing, when I was on the Fabulous Friday yesterday, people heard me. And people started selling money to me already today. Somebody sell me money to me today. Come, Pastor Law. Hey, on behalf of my family, I'm selling you something. And we already have that. We'll make a report tomorrow at the meeting. So, and that's what I'm here for, guys. Joe, you, John Z, every one of us, they'll come there tomorrow. Look, whatsoever little that you have, 100, 250, 300, 400, let us come and put it together. 20,000 is a lot of money. So let us come. Even if we cannot raise the 20,000, if we can go to 10 or we go to 15, it will help the family a lot. So that's the reason why we are here, to appeal to the community. Let's turn out tomorrow. The community visitation is on the 10th. But we cannot wait for the 10th because as a land, the funeral is on the 17th, the wakekeeping is on the 16th. So it will be a week to the event. How can we collect money? They may have to deposit the money to the funeral home before they're working about it. Hey, that whole Harris body was in my hand. I know how it works. You got to go deposit the money there before they can even start doing anything. So we can wait until the 10th because we have 1 week to the funeral arrangement and everything. That's the reason why we say, okay, then let's call a meeting on the 4th and we start the process there. Then we'll get another to the 10th before we reach. And I think what I'm saying, at least we have done enough. That's a week. But oh, we'll have a meeting at the 10th. Why can't you got a meeting again here? That's the reason we got a meeting for. So the meeting, a general meeting, is approved by the Packers family, and everything we say here, everything we're doing here is approved by them. They want us to do it. That's the reason we are doing it. Is that they need help from the community. And I tell people, it's not something that they plan for, right? Nobody will go for money and say, my son will be shot by somebody tomorrow, so let the money I put on here. So when they show you on this day, then I will take the money and go and bury him. No. The man is in school. The parents taking on school fees, taking on feeding him, taking on putting gas in his car, and for have that free mind to be able to study. That what they were taking on, not taking on burying him. So it's unfortunate that we have come to this point. So they committed, like, look, let us do what we can. And Paco came down during the college time and get 250. Ain't happy to you now, you see? So we don't know who will be. We don't. It's an abomination. Hey, listen, don't tell me abomination. Death is not abomination. It's an appointment. You can say, I rebuke it for that judgment day. It will not stop death from coming when it's supposed to come. You can rebuke it all you want. It's an appointment that you go to beat when it comes. If it's not you, it's your family member, it's your children, it's your wife, it's this. Someone has to meet it. So now you're talking about abomination. Oh, what? God forbid. You can God forbid it. You can abominate it. Fine. But one thing I do know, that when that time comes, all your abomination or your rebuke will not stop it. So I'm here to talk to our consciences. Let us come up on tomorrow. When you come in, come prepared with something. Have meeting with your family. If you're married, have meeting with your wife. If you're single, have meeting with yourself. Okay, hey. This is what I'm going to do there. And, this is what I want to do. I told one of the fabulous show last night. I said, look, if we need $10 and you give me 1 cent, I no more need $10. And I need $9.99. So they tell you how that 1 cent is so much important that no more need $10. I won't say it. I won't be saying $10 any longer. I'll be saying $9.99. So I'm saying to say that every amount, any amount counts. We are looking at 20,000. Any amount counts. Any amount, small, may big. So if you get 100, if you get 50, and everybody in the community try to put together, we can raise more than 20,000 and be able to take that bread off the Packers head, and then they let them worry on mourning their son, not on how much they will have to raise to bury their son. So that's the reason why I'm here.
Okay. You spoke well. You spoke well. Like you said. I mean, this is a young man, and like you said, nobody the abomination or God forbid or whatever it is. We had that appointment. Like it's just a different time and a different case in a different scenario, a different situation.
Exactly.
But it's going to happen eventually. So that's why sometimes you have to live upright and everything else. And you said it, like, you are not ready planning for someone that young a funeral. You see the thing about the life insurance. They don't give you that much for young kids because they expect them to live long.
Exactly.
Because it's like in the older, when you get a lot older, and that's when they started to think, if you want to go put like a 500,000 insurance on a young person, they'll be thinking that you have ulterior motive. You have
exactly.
Hold up, why this father trying to put this type of insurance on a child? Even if you can afford it, you have to go through a lot. And I understand. I know that because some people are going through the insurance process or whatsoever. Like my daughter, I cannot just go, even though I can afford it. I can just say I want to put 500,000 on a middle life insurance on her. They will look at me like, the guy's so young. What are you trying to do? Because you are the father, and they start looking at you. You have to go through a lot before they even approved that. So, like you said, the Packers family, they were preparing for the college, and besides that young son that may his soul rest in peace that just passed, they have two other children and in the house with them, not outside the house. Now I just talking about in the house. Have other two little ones that fall after Kiki, and you can be planning about feeding them or making sure they have good clothes on, good roof over their head, and you thinking about all these other things that you don't want to think about. Like no young person or no parent go to bed and be saying, "Oh, let me wake up or something will happen to this child or what." So you don't think about that. Matter of fact, most parents, if they are very, very honest with themselves, and maybe if they are not in some witchcraft activity or some media or some society, they always pray for them to go before their children.
Exactly.
I have never seen a parent that would sit on the table and be thinking, say, "Hey, I want to live long whatsoever. Like, I want to bury my children." No, not a single parent I have seen that yet that was on like, "I want to bury them." You always want to outlive your children for them to bury you. So when this situation is on your lap, like you said, you've been through it. Not many people really go through it. Not many people have experienced that, and it's hard for you to say, "I feel your pain." And even if you have that type of money, sometimes it's like you are sick. You don't even know how to organize to get that money out of wherever it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I can go take money from here or whatsoever. You're not thinking on that. You are really disoriented. And I'm so glad that a religious leader, like you said, it's a general meeting, right?
Yeah.
So the entire community can come.
The entire community will want everybody. I think the pastoral committee already. I think they scheduled visitation on Sunday, so we all will meet there, right? But it's the entire committee. Entire committee will come. As I said, this meeting is geared towards us chipping in to help the Packers family. As you rightly said, Joe, if you look at Packer is confused. You look at the way the wife is confused. They are not organized. They are disoriented because you know what? They never had the slightest thought that this will come to their foot. That's death. That's how it look like. Nobody plans for it. Nobody plans it. And now the person been sick over and over, and that they say the person will not make it, and you already know it. They say, oh, maybe the person left supported, everything left in your hand. The day you want to do get a plug out, you get a plug out. No, that's a young man that was promising, that had a good future, that people were cherishing, right? I was telling you that we went for the graduation there. It was so all happy there. From there, they gave him a car and we're all there cheering. Good plans for him. In school, doing well. Boom, death come.
Exactly.
So the family now, what I want us to do in this community, look, let us take that burden off the family here. Let them worry on money. They are lost. And not looking for money to bury their loss. Especially when it comes to young people in our community. Yeah. And as the writer said, there's Joe, you don't know how Paco feeling. Absolutely not. You were trying to empathize, you were trying to do everything. Oh, yeah. No. In the brain, what is going on in the brain? I can tell you what is going on in the brain. Because I was one in that same shoe, and my brain, I have to say, a whole brain one bust. You don't want to believe in the very first thing that is happening. You don't want to believe it. Absolutely not. And up to now, it will take you some time to reconcile in the brain that such a thing will occur. That's the reason why I want us to commit it to look, not just pray for them, not just going to visit them, but let us be able to take some of the burden off their shoulder. And that burden has to do with burying their son, the cost. So please, I'm appealing to the community. Even if you listen to me anywhere, and you want to chip in, it's a young person, 19 years old, you want to chip in, and hey, we are open. And I'm one that believes in accountability. Okay, I believe in accountability. I'm one that love a to give account. Because again, where we find ourselves as Christians, and not just a Christian, but as a Christian leader, you will have to be someone with integrity. Your year must be your year. Your name must be your name. That's the reason why some of us wouldn't talk too much. Because when we speak, we want to put a big move. No, well, yeah. So we are appealing to everyone, everyone. Let us come there tomorrow. Even if you don't have the time tomorrow, hey, if you can send your contribution, that would be fine. Other people have started doing it already. That would be fine. We appreciate it.
Tomorrow, what time? Tomorrow, what
4 p.m.
Okay, 4 p.m. And then can you drop some of the name or the cash app like that they can send things to? I mean, anybody listening from anywhere, they can send information, send some money and support. Look, we are talking about the community of Indiana here. We are talking about our community in Indiana, a Liberian community in Indiana. We are talking about young man. Young man, he just celebrated his 20th birthday, like just a week after his birthday, and this is something that is so heavy on our hearts and in our community. Look, no one will ever plan for such thing for such a young person.
Absolutely not.
I am more than 10 years older than Kiki, and I was stunned. Like I had cold feet when I heard it. I was stunned, and up to this day, I was shocked. I drove like I was confused that day because we're having meeting. It just you are not thinking about that, and me just being so close to the family and just the way I was confused in this step, I cannot even imagine why the people that going through the situation
Exactly.
going through, because look, this is so heavy, and it's important that the community will come together. You know, when a community pulls together, we do great things. And like the pastor said, that's the last thing somebody want to be thinking about, grieving and then thinking about how they're going to pay and take care of all these expenses. It takes away the importance of grieving. No, grief is important. I don't care what people want to say or what say. People grieve differently, but grieving is important. If you don't grieve appropriately, you don't move appropriately, you will deal with it in the aftermath, the long term. You have to move when it's necessary. That's why even the Bible mentioned money. They said so that they said trouble will come through the night, right? But joy comes
Mhm.
in the morning. That's your night hour. That when you're mourning and going through this thing, and let's put our hands around the family. Like the Reverend said, nobody can say like Mr. Parker will give you that money during Brother Harris time because it's like a susu. Oh my man, 2 years from now, I will
Exactly.
or whatsoever. It wasn't. He was doing it for the kindness of his heart. He never wanted a return, but he is in this situation now, and we have to rally around that. That's what community is about, and it's a good thing. So again, we're gonna be keeping record of everybody like that will come tomorrow and give money, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. So what we're going to do is that because like we are broadcasting the effort of the Liberian community,
okay.
yeah, they are so whatsoever that will be collected, the listing that we did the other time, the list will be given to the Liberian community.
Okay.
We keep it in their file, and that these people are those are the one that contributed towards such a water cost. So and hey, as I said, for me, my life is open book. I don't have any secret to
So
have.
people
So
should not worry about, oh, I have to pay you and now I have to pay and this
no,
comes
no, 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 no,
so
no,
it's
no.
gonna be just one record.
Yes, one
Okay.
record. So yeah, one record, one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
why
don't worry about that.
okay. That's why you got something to say, something to add.
Well, you know, in these difficult times in our community, it's just very hard to talk, man. I remember 2012. Like a pastor saying that he lost his first daughter, right? Is it first daughter?
Hmm. No, 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 no. Second.
I'm a second daughter, 2008. Me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm now facing such difficulties, but one of the greatest love on planet Earth is your mom. I lost my mom and my dad the same year, 2012.
Mm.
Things that to be a man is not just easy, and my parents left sibling, and I'm the first, and those siblings, I have to take care of them. That's what make you a man, in certain scenario, like people would say. But it's not easy, man, to overcome. My mom passed away in 2012. After even 8, 7, 10 years, I still didn't believe it. Just some part of last year, I had a conversation with my little sister. I said, it is true that our married passed away. She said, it's true. I would the audience, I was asking my little sister if it was true. Because I'm here and they are back home. I was still doubting. So when you're saying that some certain thing go on in your brain that you don't even understand, it is true. Nobody knows what Paco and Sony going through right now. I'm telling you, you will never believe it. And like you clearly stated and Chairman added, in addition to everything, the community, we are appealing to the community to come out tomorrow. And even me, I will be there today because I will be there today and I will be there tomorrow again. Whatever contribution that will come from anywhere, be a men association, be a children association, Christian association, every other association that I'm part of, as long as they are doing contribution to the president and that of the first lady of this community, I'm willing. Like I have been doing for other parties, like other community members that are passed in this community. We have been contributing. We don't contribute to people to say, oh, it's a susu, like I have to pay, then they will pay to me. Nobody think about that. But you have to go and sympathize with your fellow community dwellers when things happen. Nobody will ever plan for death. Nobody on planet Earth. So the only thing, in addition to what both of you said, I'm appealing to the community again. Community, please come out today, come out tomorrow at 4 p.m. tomorrow Eastern time. Let me meet to the president's house and have a meeting. If you have your contribution, you can come with your contribution. Pay. If you don't have the time to come to the meeting, you can Zelle to Reverend Dr. Samuel Wildlord. What is the cash app?
The cash app is the $ Samuel Wildlord.
Okay. $ Samuel Wildlord. Pay to Samuel Wildlord. $.
And it's there. It's my number 609-414-8142.
Can you say that in
609 414 8142. Samuel Lord.
8142. Thank you very much. The Zelle number is 609-414-8142. Am I correct?
All right.
Thank you very much.
And the name is spelled Samuel, like Samuel is the Bible name, Samuel Y Lord.
Yeah.
It's L.
All together, right? Samuel Y Lord.
And no, for the Zelle, my name will appear when you put my number in. The what is you paying to Samuel Lord? They will not my middle name, Samuel Lord, but that's it. But for the cash app, the cash app, the Y have to be there.
Okay.
The $ Samuel Y, all one word.
All one word. Samuel Y Lord. The last name, I mean,
it's double L L-O-Y-D.
L-O-Y-D, right?
L-O-Y-D, yeah. It's on the screen there. L-O-Y-D.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Is that an American name, right?
I'm afraid, man.
I mean, you know the pastor people are saving last people, my man. Huh? The pastor people get a lot of saving last name. So you will see the law, you will see the Logan, you will see the
I
even think I said, but where they make any Logan name from?
The Johnson, the Johnson, all the type of thing, the Andrew, Rose Andrew, shout out to Rose Andrew.
Yeah, Rose Andrew.
They took all the civil last name, my man. The pastor people get a civil last name.
Yeah, and not like Volule, Akwe.
Yeah, let's touch back a little little bit on that topic. It's like when I say sometimes local mothers are soon in Park or in is, people will not really understand the relationship of a man or a boy to his mother. And especially for the fact that Kiki is her first. Well, I cannot. God forbid, I would not even think about it for myself, for my mother. The relationship that we have, you can never understand that relationship with a mother and a son. And what she's going through right now is gonna take a lifetime. It's not something that you're gonna say, oh, you're gonna get over it. No, it's gonna take a lifetime. She will never forget that. And why she's going through this is when we're supposed to hold her to get up, like as a community. We gotta look. I know the community will come through. I know she will not even move a finger to even think about the food or whatsoever. Usually she organizing food and calling people to cook and whatsoever. She will not do that. I see that the community women, they are strong around her. And look, I'm encouraged when I see the way they are taking care of her. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that, especially when you're dealing with that type of loss. I mean, if it's a grandma, grandpa, maybe okay, we'll go there with sympathize. Not that we're praying for our old people to go, but I mean, they have lived to a certain point, right? But a child, that young, so I'm older than Kiki more than 10 years, but I know I still got a whole lot of future ahead of me. So imagine how much more he had.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many potential. Like there's so many things that you can accomplish when you are young, and people are looking at you in that direction. So while we are praying for this family, we really got to hope. Like we got to put our hands around them. You see, the thing about people, so now you got to understand about giving. God love a cheerful giver. If you want to frown with your $10, oh, they put their collecting money, please don't go over there tomorrow and keep your $10 whatsoever. Because the more you give, when we give cheerfully, it come back to you. Like some people,
exactly.
How people are blessed, and the big thing is it's just miracle or whatsoever. But when it comes time for giving, some people they can give abundantly. Like they don't even look. Let me just deflect a little bit. One person I learned giving from is my old man. I'm gonna be honest. My old man, I used to say that I was young at the time. I used to think, I said, but the papi, the papi, like more than UPC pastor, all the UPC pastors and everybody they know the papi or what's Papa already, Papa just be giving. Not knowing the giving he was doing, it was to bless us, his offspring. My father used to give like so much. I used to say sometimes the giving will make you not get rich, but that giving he was doing, I sit back sometimes, I think about it, I say, yeah, the giving he used to do, it was to bless his family, his offspring and whatsoever. So give cheerfully. Don't think about the situation. Don't think about if she offended you at some point in time, because people like to keep grudges, or because she offended me, I cannot come to her rescue. Matter of fact, that's the more you're supposed to give. Say, when someone offended you and they are in this situation, let's give sometimes and be cheerful about it. And we understand. Sometimes even if you don't have the catch, right? I think people are accepting all type of gifts. Come through with rice, come through with oil, come through with things. They will use those things as time goes by. Like fill that garage, fill that household, come through that household. Bless them and see what God will do for you. Let's touch on the community a little bit. What the reverend is here. 3 deaths in over like I don't know. I want to say 3 months or months span or whatsoever. This community has been touched. The community has been touched, and I want. What is something that the pastoral community or the churches they are doing or thinking? Because I mean, it's because of the faith of others. Sometimes God can bless the community. I know some of we'll raise our hand. Maybe God say, put your hand down, Joseph, because not small sin you can sin.
Come on, Joe.
Yeah, that reminds me of a lot of things. You can put your hands up. God can use the sinners. You need to start praying for the community.
Yeah, so I'm just saying there's like the pastoral community, the people will like what are some of the things you got ready? like, I mean, it's been over 3 or 4 months. If I'm saying 3 or 4 months, 3 days, we got to call on God, even though it's not always good to call on Him when you are in trouble. I mean, it's good to call on Him, but not only when you are in trouble. Yeah, because you're going to be using the Omen now as when you're in trouble every time you call on Him. But I mean, no, we need Him. The Omen still understand us. Yeah, Pastor Samuel, Lord, before you come in, the Omen understand us. That's how we are made. We are in trouble. We need Him. And yeah, we will call on Him. Whether in trouble or not, we'll call on Him. But we need to call on Him. So what are you guys doing for us, like the pastoral community?
Okay, thank you. When this death occurred, Fatima, I think she texted me and said, "Hey, Pastor Lord, is there any way you guys can organize and press something for us to pray for the community? This is too heavy, too much for us." She was the first person that texted me. So when I took my text, I said, "Okay," and I responded, "There's a need." But later on, I called and said, "Look, Pastor Wade is our head here. The Apostle Wade is our head for our pastoral network." And I think on Sunday he was there when I was there too. After I prayed, and I gave you the message that I said the committee won't really want us to schedule something, and for us to pray for this committee. And I just pray. But in time like this, it's good for us to wear sackcloth. And when I say wear sackcloth, I mean we take yourself now, okay? But it's sign of obedience and humbleness before God. And I just praying, but closing our bowl as a community. And I said it there that Sunday. I said when we come up with something and say, look, let us take a day of fasting and pray, and then we go to a church that we do with our within our fellowship. We go to a church, to pick one of the churches and go there and break the fast there, and then seek the face of God. And I love the Bible and say, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and seek my face and pray. Now, so we need to do that. That's a need. Hey, God, if we have done anything to you, we want you to forgive us and let the death thing be passing over us. It's too much for us. Sometimes it's good to tell God it's too much for you. And that's why he said, call on me in time of trouble. So, and not just in time of good time. He said, in time of trouble, call on me and I will be there. So we have been trouble. The Liberia community, Indiana, has been trouble. In space of 2 or 3 months, we have 3 deaths. We have Reverend Weir, we have Mama Wele, and then our own son, who is the youngest among all those that have died. Yeah, I'm only 3%. So, and I think we'll be coming with something, but we have to get it one settled first and everything before we can. So right now, our mind is focusing on how we can console the family, how we can help the family to go through this time of bereavement and the community. And when everything is settled down, then we can now go back down and plan something, to seek the face of God for our community. I'm not saying, people are not going to die. No, it's the point that the man wants to die, but we can talk to God. We can talk to God, especially for our young people, for our young people. And we didn't really see God. I have a son, right? I have a 15-year-old son. Okay, he just gonna play a game. He came in the room, Daddy, I got a game today. And his sister dropping off. He's young, right? I got my daughter, she's 17 years old. I got some young children, right? So we need to pray for our young children. They are out there. Okay, for God blessings to be upon them, for God protection to be on them. I have to go out. I have to go places for God to protect them. You see, as we were saying, something that we do now, we're not doing it for ourselves, we're doing it for our children. Okay? So when your father was doing all the giving, you were like, the old man here, the small one will get either when you're taking your all give, but you know what you're doing? You are paving room for you. You're paving room for the rest of the family. Oh, I'm not doing it for me. I may not reap the benefit directly, but you are going to reap the benefit. You see? So that's how it looked like in giving. And I tell people, one good thing I learned to do is to give. And you will not know the secret of giving until you start to give. Look, when the Bible says when you give, God is going to give back to you, it's real. It's real. Look, I don't want to teach you, right? But trust me, we can't spiritualize giving. If the man in the world know how to give, God is going to bless him. He can be sitting at nobody business. God will bless him.
Yeah.
Giving does not go with spirituality. Whether you no.
Mm-hmm.
If you give, God is going to bless you regardless of your quote unquote standing with Him. Okay, be there, be holding stingy, get your money, keep it, and you go pray, go fast and pray, do everything, and you think God open window for you. You better start giving. You better start giving. Go do your fasting. Look, sometimes something are just simple, but we make it so difficult, right? For us to do what to do, we refuse to do it, but yet and still we want for God to do His part. No, it does not work. Don't go fast and pray. Do the needful, and God is going to bless you. And that's what I know in my life to do, is to give, is to be a blessing to people. So again, we call it on the community. When everything is settled down, then we're going to come up with something. And I already put that in Pastor Willie ear when you were there. Going to come up with something for the community. And I was saying that if we come up with it, everybody, we human beings, we got to forget, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we see the man laying now, everybody put the same order. When the casket is in front of you, everybody put the same order. But as soon as you get that casket out, you bury, everybody forget about that death now. The next time you call in and say, my people, you can fast and pray for the community, you go ahead. Until another what happy if everybody come to themselves. Ain't nobody, it shouldn't be like that. So I was just consulting and like, I understand we all now, we are we are mourning, we want to do the needful, we want to do everything, but listen, if the day we call for that fast and pray for the community, be able to put your bowl down, close your bowl, say, I'm doing this for the community. If you get children, I'm doing it for my children. I'm doing it for my mom, my pa, myself. I'm doing this. I will close my bowl for 4 hours, for 5 hours, for 6 hours, for 7 hours. The matter of, I tell people, it's not fasting for 12 hours, though. All you have to do with your heart. You can even close your bowl for 1 hour. And if you mean it, God can move. It doesn't matter how long you do it. But the fact remains that I'm doing this for a worthy cause. So that is in the Puebla by the grace of God. And I know we're gonna get through it, but let us get through this time. Our whole focus now is on the Packers family. Continue to keep them in your prayer. Continue to pray for them. And prayer is good, but it's not enough. We need money right now. The boys at the funeral home. We need money to pay so that we can have the funeral on the 17th. And that's the reason why that meeting is called for tomorrow. I'll be going there this evening right after my prayer. Today is like the first Saturday. It's our church fasting prayer. So right after our prayer, I'm going there. And those that will be there, we'll talk to them if they get contribution to make that plan. But tomorrow is the general meeting. I want you to plan. I want you to sit down and think what you want to do for the family. So that when you come there tomorrow, you already come with something on your mind. I think I just said it. If you are single, think to yourself what to do. If you're married, consult your wife. Hey, what can we do for this family? And you'll come there. They'll come there tomorrow. We don't want. Look, we want for everybody to come to that place ready to be able to put in something and just like, let's just be giving. We'll go low. We'll get our money, and then we'll be done with. So that's what I really want us to do. So again, we are appealing to everybody, whether young, single, married, old. Let us come tomorrow. Let us come tomorrow. I'm not doing it because Paco is the president of this committee. When it happened to Harry, was nobody in the committee. Was nobody in the committee. But the committee show up. I'm telling you, the community show up and show up big. They're not trying to use the natural war. They show up bigly. And I want us to have that same mentality when we come out tomorrow. Let us show up bigly tomorrow and do the needful and tell Paco, our president, and our first lady, you don't worry on this. We get this covered. Worry on the money of your child. Don't worry on how you will bury them. How much it costs to bury him. Don't worry on that. Worry on money. And what I want the community to do tomorrow. Beginning tomorrow.
Thank you very much. I mean, as you got something to say?
The only thing I think the audience out there can open the line if they got any question for Reverend Dr. Samuel Walloy, Chief Servant of Christian Assembly. If they got any question for him, we can open the line so they can call and ask him their doubt. Some people may be over there in cyberspace trying to ask some questions that they don't understand what's going on over here. So the number to call is 317-717-1162. The number to call is 317-717-1162. 1162. Call if you have any question or any doubt. You want to get some information from Reverend Dr. Samuel Walloy. You can call and ask your questions so that tomorrow, if you come, you can easily sell your money to the number 609-414-8142. I reiterate, 609-414-8142. That is the Zelle number. And the Cash App you can use $sign Samuel Walloy is a one word. If you don't know how to spell Samuel, go in the Bible. Is it the Old Testament or New Testament?
The Old Testament.
The Old Testament.
Your pastor really need to be working with you.
Jonesy, you didn't work on.
The issue is I have to ask this question because I don't want to say my own thing.
No, you shall be speaking with confidence when you're reading the Bible.
Exactly. Be like Joe. You see when Joe speaks, he speaks with confidence, man.
Yeah. Your Old Testament.
So, the Cash App is the $sign Samuel Walloy. Samuel is in the Old Testament. If you don't know the Bible, go to the Old Testament. You spell Samuel. Why is an American name? Loy is an American name, so you can do that as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook Live.
Johnson, while waiting for the call, let me just say a big thank you to the Nubia family. I think Raymond and Isabella Nubia, they sell us some money for their contribution. I want to say thank you for being the first to respond to this water cost. We really appreciate it. When I saw the call, when I pick up the call, just say, "Oh, Pastor Law, I'm selling you something now on behalf of my family." I said, "Thank you very much. We appreciate it." And the Nubia family, Raymond and Isabella, I want to say thank you for showing up, for being so sympathetic and being so empathetic, towards such, a water cost. Look, there is a water cost. This is what I call a water cost. A water cost. Let us do it. My people, let us do it. We can make it. We can make it. We can get a burden off their shoulder and let them worry about money. Their son, not worrying about how much it will cost them to bury him on the 17th.
Yeah.
Okay. Number Chairman, do you have anything to say while waiting for the call?
Yep. Pastor Law, Reverend Dr. Samuel Law, you are doing a good thing. I just pinned the number to the bottom of the string. I think you guys can see it rolling, and that's that's the number to. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I see. Right. Honestly, I got my office phone. I'm watching it here too. So
yeah. So, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get that right. Okay. Yeah, that's the number to donate through Zelle, and you can use the Reverend Dr. Samuel Law name in Cash App, and you can get him through Cash App as well. Like the community, we need to come out tomorrow, and if you can't, the good thing about America is we have technology working with us. You don't tell us say your internet was acting something but way you are in local country, so the thing the network drops. So
you can say local country, you can say Grand Crew.
Okay, you are in Grand Crew.
We have a president now. We have a president, so
okay, you are in Grand Crew. The ocean was going too much. Your network dropped.
The wave was blowing the network.
Yeah, the wave of blowing the network, the keynote of capsizing and whatsoever on the sea, whatever it is. You got to Cash App. Use your money. Look, let's come back. Look, we got to come back and understand. And this thing, you got to be able to give cheerfully. Look, the Bible loves a cheerful giver, and you have to do that. I mean, we're not. The thing is, the Reverend Dr. Samuel Law, he didn't even put a tax or an amount to it. He said, just
no.
Yes. Come out. Look, $10 is still money. When you are going towards $100, when someone give you $10, and now you get nothing to hustle for.
Mm-hmm.
When someone give you $1, you get nothing to hustle for. So whatever amount you will bring, whatever amount you will bring out, you will just be making the community to reach closer to its goal tomorrow.
Exactly.
if you can go out there tomorrow, the community can generate 5,000, 10,000. We are getting there. We are getting there. It's like, you know, you are just getting closer, and you know, we'll be talking to people. Even if you're not in our community, you don't have to be part of the Liberian community.
No, absolutely not.
We need Sierra Leonean. I think so Sierra Leonean, they know Mr. Parker, Nigerians.
Yeah, you can empathize. You can empathize with the Liberian community.
Yeah, Ghanaian, you can empathize. So, if you know small, I'll say just empathize, or because that's
when I want to work, I get on Nigerian friends, right? They do, oh, Pastor Lord, sorry, your server, what happened in your community? And you know, we heard that you got lost, you know, one of your sons. You see, so and hey, if you can contribute to what that water costs, we appreciate it. Your $50, your 100, your 200, your 500, your 1,000, whatsoever that you can give, we need it. We need what $20,000 for funeral arrangement and everything. So if the Liberian community can foot that bill, trust me, it will be something that the Parker's family will never ever forget about as they mourn the loss of their son. So let us come tomorrow, my people. I'm begging you. I'm waiting for the call. Maybe everything, Johnson, maybe everything simple. The reason why I put them on call. Hey, let us come tomorrow. Let us come tomorrow. And what I'm saying is, if you marry, sit down, discuss it with your partner now. Hey, there's a water cost. What you think we can do? Hey, let me 500 available. Let me 400 available. If you are single, sit down, talk to yourself. Okay.
if your partner not like give you Bene, if your partner not like give you Bene, this one time it's okay for you to go behind your partner, his or her, and get something, because sometimes don't make your partner to stop your blessing. Look, Luke 6:38 say, "Give and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, press down, shake that, running over, shall God give to your bosom."
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You are preaching. On which channel you are preaching?
My man, I was in a Pentecostal church. They used to give. Or you see the thing about little bit about me, Joseph. I went through almost everything. My uncle used to carry out to SDA. When my parents were too busy, we went to SDA. Then we went to Pentecostal. Then we went to Baptist. We went almost everywhere. Then we were in Catholic school. So I know the Bible, even though in the eyes of man I'm a sinner, in the eyes of God I'm a sinner, but I'm not upright, but I know the Bible. So yeah, but
you know, when nighttime you are sinner, daytime you are good, that's fine. Let's dive straight to the issue.
No, you can't be calling me nighttime sinner. Don't be doing that. Not because I'm a single man, you want to say I'm a nighttime sinner or whatsoever. I can be praying, sometimes I can be busy at work or whatsoever. That's why I do work. I'm not a nighttime sinner. But yeah, community member, 4 p.m. tomorrow, 4 p.m. Let's come out, 4 p.m. We'll have a community visitation the following week if you cannot make it. But tomorrow, 4 p.m., please come out. Like the pastor said, the Reverend Dr. Samuel Law said, come out prepared. Look, so just check somewhere. Check somewhere. We know sometimes, you've been saving money for certain things and whatsoever. It's okay to cut back on it. Then you can replace it sometimes this year, but let's try to. We know like the number sounds so high, like maybe you might say 20,000 is a lot of whatsoever. But this community is capable of doing it. This community can do it. We know we have good people in this community and whatsoever, and people will come for outside the community too. They will give, and that's why it's supposed to be. Just give and just allow God to work. Sometimes when you just give, just give. Sometimes you don't even need to pray too much. You just by giving. The Reverend Dr. Samuel Law said, people be saying, oh, how can they person here in the world, God just blessing them? You know what small people in the world can do? They can give. Like, they can just go and open checkbook and give like 1,100,000 or 500,000. And you just see the person getting blessed, abandoned. Then you say, oh, but they can't come to church. No, they may understand the particular part in that Bible that talks
the principle of giving. Honestly, the principle of giving.
Yeah, the Bible says, give and it shall be given unto you. The Bible not say give, and then when you be good, you are not a sinner and more give. They say give and it shall be given. They never put no attachment to it. So while the man's a sinner and he giving cheerfully, he will be blessed the same way he's giving. So you got to understand that principle of giving, because some people will be on their knees, they will be on their knees praying, their knees will grow all and everything, and trying to live abundant life because they forget one thing they are lacking in giving. every day somebody to go to church, you can pop on the offering basket. But don't let me to preach on that whatsoever because I don't want to open a church or a branch. But learn to be a cheerful giver. And in this community, yeah. So Dr. Samuel Law, if you want to give a party statement, we got the number over here. And then SYZ and myself, we can dive into some closing things about politics back on them for close the platform. But it's good to have you here. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Feel free anytime. Even if you want to talk about all Christian Assembly, hey, the chairman here, that your member, as long as it's okay with him, the platform is yours. Even though I understand you can't go to church these days, but we got to pray about that. SYZ need to start going to church. I've been going to church for a year lately.
Thank you very much. I'll be going to church.
Yeah, Reverend Dr. Samuel Law, you can give all your closing and parting.
That's why I even forgot about Samuel in the Old Testament.
No, your pastor will deal with you on a different level on that.
We'll do it off camera.
Yes.
Okay, again, a serious business. Our committee is bereaved, and not just an ordinary person. He is the president, the head of us. Our president and the first lady lost their son. And my people, there is no better way to say it. As I said from the beginning, the reason why I'm passionate about this stuff is because I myself has gone through it. I know how it feels. And I always tell people, anywhere I go, Joe, SYZ, if I get enemy, I got no enemy. I don't make enemy. I don't look for enemy. But if someone say are the enemy, I would never wish the death of a child on them. Never. You can do anything to me. I would not wish the death of your child. Never. Because the feeling I can't wait. So when I went to the house and saw the way Parker was just lying down, speechless. And Mama Sonny was just there and just like talking out of her head. And I just sat down and I was looking at my wife. I was thinking of my wife when she was like crazy. Oh my God, better. And she running around. I have to say, she got better on her. People have to go home to sell now. You pregnant. Running. You forget that you are pregnant. She forgot totally that you are pregnant. Probably you man that all the stress, made the people to come quick. Forgot. The women had to run behind her. And the men in the community had to hold my hand. Because I was going crazy. What just happened here? That's what happened. So I know how the people are feeling. That when it comes to that aspect, you always see me up. I'm passionate about it. You can't be mourning, then you be thinking on how to bury the person. Especially in the United States, 20,000 are plenty of money. But with every one of us chipping in, we can get it. Then one family putting it out. So again, we want to say thank you. You can sell me on 609-414-8143 on the screen. You will see Samuel Lord. That's it. That's me. Put it there. You can cash up me the $ Samuel Law, all one word, and then we'll also receive it. The reason why you say I don't let cash out too much because for me, I'm believing in the cash. So as soon as the money get out, I'm gonna cash it out quick. I'm gonna let it go through the normal time, and when you cash it out, they take off fees. Okay, but for the sale, if you get $100, it just $100. I don't want to keep money in cash app account. When you get out, I'm gonna cash it out quick. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it there.
And they get that.
Yeah.
They get that after 3 days or normal transfer. Like
I just want to cash it out quickly and be done with it. Yeah. So please, we are calling you tomorrow. Please come and let us start the fundraising. Let us start the fundraising. And trust me, as I said, every cent will be accounted for. The list will be published. And what we decide to do is, like tomorrow when we come there, all those that will pay, we're going to list the names, put on all the platforms so you can see it, because those are the names that will be coming up. You'll be seeing it every time. We'll be updating it, and you will see how much we're raising. You'll see everything there, so that we'll be very open, so that we got nothing to hide yet. Nothing. We want to help a bereaved family. We're not here to make money. We have to help a bereaved family. So please come out tomorrow. Let us start the process rolling. We're begging you. Young people, come out. Come out, young people, come out. Most often, the young people always lacking when it comes to this stuff. Please come out, young people. I want to see most young people tomorrow contributing. Most of the young people, you are working $50, $100, $200. Look, give it towards the water cost. And God is going to bless you. God bless you. And again, I want to tell you guys, thank you, Joe and XYZ. And thank you very much for affording us the opportunity. Whenever we want to come here, you guys always open your platform. And again, as you rightly said, look, there's not a time to say, oh, Paco, do they want to me? Oh, Sonny, do they want to me? It's not a time for it. It's not a time for it. In time of death, the community always hold together. We drop all our differences. When we finish burying, when everything finish, you want to pick it up again, you can go pick it up. But for now, let us drop everything and come together with the family, hold the family together, pray for them, and let us help them to overcome such a loss that will occur in the Packers family. God bless you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much, Reverend Dr. Samuel Law. Yeah, the man of God. He's in the community. He's a community leader by default, and we are grateful to have him here today with us today. May as well say, this is it. The community is going through a difficult time, and it's a good thing to have the men of God out here, real championing that cause and speaking to the community. He's doing the Lord's work. Sometimes you don't have to do that just behind the pulpit. You can do the Lord's work just by doing what he's doing right now. That's community service in itself, and that's good leadership, and that's part of being a pastor or a man of God. You have to guide the community when we are going through storm, and we are grateful. We are grateful that he's here. The number to donate to or 609-414-8142. Pastor Samuel Law, Reverend Dr. Samuel Law. 609. Look at me, I'm sounding like I'm from. Okay, that's why this I shouldn't say Lofa County, from Grand Crew.
Grand Crew.
Like Ape and Butter. 609.
Is it Grand Crew and Butter? Something else.
414-8142. My man, I know Lofa County that to give him my mouth, but no problem. Yeah, let's talk about Liberia a little bit. Let's that. We have a president in Liberia. He's from Lofa County. I'm excited that we have a president from Lofa County. Oh my goodness, president from Lofa County.
Yeah, that's a breaking news. In the LeBron community, president from Lofa County. Thank you very much.
My uncle Joseph Boyka, uncle. The Kisi people by default, they are uncle to the Loma, the Loma people. So that's our uncle. So if you guys want to ask about anything, there's no bloodline whatsoever. But that's my uncle by default. And Joseph Boyka he's shaking things. You want to roll the ball before we talk about someone's appointment? I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy for a few of them. Few things I'm happy for, and I understand that he's doing politics the right way in few areas, and I'm gonna stress on that once you run through some of those appointments.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna do, we're just gonna take few. We will leave because it's too much. Because for time is fast spent. We had a lot of time. I think we should be starting like 4 or some maybe a minute after 4 or a few minutes after 4. We will be here. But this is the issue. I want Ford to dive straight into his inaugural speech that he was given. He passed out. We're not going to go over everything, but we're just going to talk about the part that he passed out. What are some of the root causes or the causes that make him to pass out? So, Honorable Chairman, you followed the inaugural speech very well. Let us stretch on the speech that he was giving. The point. I think we're having a call from Nyan Volule. Hello, Nyan Volule.
Yes. How y'all doing?
We are doing very good, Nyan Volule. You're loving Obi Table.
Yeah, thank you. I want to say thanks to you and the chairman for hosting Reverend Dr. Law. Reverend Dr. Law did the right thing, and he spoke very well. I want to say thanks to him. And I hope the community is listening to respond to his request, of coming together to, sponsor contribute towards the Packers family. He does very well, and he's doing great.
Thank you very much, Nyafulula. Number two, do you have anything to tell Nyafulula?
No, not much, man. Yeah, we miss you on the show. You're supposed to be here on this table. I mean, we miss you on the show. We hope that you are doing okay and doing well out there. We pray for God's protection.
I'm with the Reverend today. The Reverend Pastor Kamudai Johnny. You know, I'm with the Reverend today. We're in Kentucky.
Thank you. While you are with the Reverend, I hope you guys are praying for the community as well.
Yep. Someone in the community there too sick, so the Reverend kind of coming today. I came with him to also pray with the person here. So yeah.
All right, that's good. You guys be safe out there, and we are with you guys in prayers. It's a good thing that you are out there. Like, you know, Yan is a very community oriented person. Yan is always trying to, Yan reaching out there whatsoever, moving and here and there whatsoever. That's why we love you for that. Yan and Devolule, oh my goodness, favorite son of Nimba County.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you are doing. You are doing a lot.
We are praying that you should not take the first step of Prince Johnson. Yan Volule.
Oh my goodness.
Hold Nimba County hostage.
Please don't.
No. We are far away from home. So when we find one another here, in a distant land, we have to be together no matter what our differences are. We have something have to bring us together. That's my mindset of always with the Liberian people. That when I see my fellow Liberian man, I feel happy. I feel at peace because why? They are my brothers and sisters. Because we are far away from home.
That's right. Thank you.
That alone should bring us together as one family.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Yan Volule. That was the voice of Yan and Devil, favorite son, Nimba County. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, like I clearly stated about the inaugural speech, but we are looking at the phrase wherein when the president was speaking at that historical point, when he fainted, when he passed out, that's one of the things I'm looking at right now. Honorable Chairman, so looking at the presidential speech, Joseph Nyeman Boakai was speaking on the 22nd of January 2024. The president, according to the media back home, they said the president was dressed in a African attire, like real Liberian attire, African Liberian attire, wherein they had a bulletproof jacket on that identical attire, that country club thick, and the sun was very hot, that the president himself couldn't withstand the heat. Liberia is very hot. You can see that at this point, I think it should be probably like 100 plus degree Fahrenheit in Liberia. You can see that Liberia is very hot this January. January from December to January can be very hot in Liberia up to March. So with all of these things, the president was in the sun giving speech, and the president passed out. So, Honorable Chairman, looking at all of these things that the president was giving speech and he passed out, what is your take when it comes to the OMEC giving speech? Was he managed very well, or the environment was too hard for him? What is your take on that?
First of all, I'm not sure about how the news or the details that you just gave about him wearing a bulletproof jacket or bulletproof vest under that African clothes, that Lofa County native attire, which in itself is already heavy. I don't think the president should be carrying on or be wearing a bulletproof jacket. A man who is like that age, and his movement is very questionable. And putting a bulletproof jacket, I don't know if you ever if you wore one, it's very heavy. I don't think that he can wear that on his African or his native attire. I don't want to believe that, but if that's the story they got, that's fine, because I don't think Joseph Boakai was wearing a bulletproof jacket on such attire, and except for somebody in the security, maybe his was custom made, and it was made just for his right size and make it a little bit lighter. However, I will speak on few things about the speech. Look, going forward, the people that are managing this old man, his advisor, his speech writer, matter of fact, if people understand about writing good speech, they should understand about writing good speech. You should know that you got to be to the point and you got to be concise. An old man that age, you don't want him to be standing long to be giving your history lesson about Liberia. So first of all, I think that speech was not well prepared, and there's a need for him to look at his speech writer right now and start questioning them or try to tell them to change some things. Matter of fact, they should be aware that this man is old and he's up there in age. They should be exact to the point. I'm not going to write a speech for Joseph Boyka that will last more than 30 minutes. It's not happening. No. There are some things that you have to give down to the vice president and you have to pass through the press secretary and other things for them to come down and do that. They are much younger than Joseph Boyka. Joseph Boyka should be speaking, or President Joseph Boyka should be speaking to the Liberian people for a very short time. And you should, especially like under the circumstances, yes, the inauguration, it was hot, like you already said. Summertime hot. The heat was out there. The crowd out there, and you got that old man out there giving a history lesson and trying to go way back to maybe way before the time he was born. And I don't even want to talk about the time I was born because he was living well before that. And he shouldn't be doing that. You have this is inauguration speech you are writing, and you should be to the point. You should be concise. You should be restoring hope, telling the Liberian people that we can move beyond our differences because the country is deeply polarized. And you can tell by the election, this going election, you see like it was neck to neck, very, very, very slim chance he won we are. So he should be calling for unity first and foremost, or trying to lay one or two premise or agenda that he's going to be moving the country forward. That's it. You shouldn't be giving something to giving like a history lesson along or all the other things they're putting in the speech. It was not necessary. Knowing fully well, like the man was going to speak again to the house, to the John house. So I don't understand. Like how the speech writer with that man and sitting down and putting a speech before that old man and they wrote that speech for that old man to go out there. I know it's not his own doing because Joseph Boyka is not going to write a speech now. So they need to manage the old man going forward. That's my number one thing I'm looking at the speech.
That's true. That's very true because you can be giving speech and then you're going almost 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. That's too long for old man like that. If it is energetic make like me or you, we can stand and prepare for more than 3 hours if we want to. Or we can. It's part of life. You know, when you are young, you got that endurance. But for the old man, we got to manage him very well. We need his wisdom. That's why we got to manage him so that he can give his wisdom to the Brand people and so that the country will flourish with his wisdom. So, Honorable Chairman, looking at everything because we got time fast spent, we got to be diving straight very fast into these things. I want us go to the very appointment, just very few, maybe either 2 or 3, because we are looking at the time. Time is our enemy right now.
Yeah.
So, with the president appointed somebody to the defense ministry, who was the general of the armed forces of Liberia. And he brought somebody on board to make him the chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia. So what is your take when it comes to these things? Is it the appointment, is it brilliant or is it something that the people will have problem with? What is your take on some of these things?
Which thing? Which thing are you talking about?
Oh, I'm talking about the president. He appointed Major General Prince C. Johnson, retired and nominated as Minister of the Ministry of Defense. And then in his position, he have Colonel Davidson T. fully promoted to that rank as a brigadier general. And he is the chief of staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia. So that change that the president came up with. What is your take when it comes to the appointed position that the president just came up with the Ministry of Defense and that of the Armed Forces of Liberia?
Looking at the president, looking at the list of the people he appointed or whatsoever, my eye went to that. The Ministry of Defense and the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia. Look, if you can play chess, you understand the President Joseph Boakai played chess with that move. Look, throughout the election and the campaign process or whatsoever, people were questioning the wisdom of this old man. That move, I will tell you, whether it was from his advisor or the people around him, that move was a move from the chessboard. Look, he understood the politics. You can find all you want or whatsoever. We can talk about Liberia with all its problems. We cannot move from the fact that Liberia, we are very troubled. And this Liberia is a country that came from war. And you have Prince Johnson, the warlord, in the ears of the vice president, both from Nimba County. Senator Prince Johnson from Nimba County. He is the godfather of your vice president, Jeremiah Coon. Prince Johnson has a history of killing president. We're not going to sugarcoat that or whatsoever. And this old man, in his wisdom, looking at Jeremiah Coon with a tear eye, he said, no, the godfather of this young man is Prince Johnson. Former, this is not, I'm not going to say former because he's the killer of a president. He's not even former. Prince Johnson, he killed the president, he killed Doe. And he is the godfather of your vice president. Now you go look at your armed forces of Liberia. You know, usually the chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia, like, that's a powerful position.
Very powerful.
Very, very powerful position. That position, with all the coup that happened in Africa, the people that are leading the army, they are the ones that are taking power. And you look at your AFL and you see another man from Nimba County, Prince Johnson. The old man saw everything happening around. He said, oh no, this can't be. This cannot be. Look, if they were playing basketball, the old man just hit the game-winning shot with that appointment. He shake up things the right way because he said, I'm not going to sit here under my nose. The vice president from Nimba County, his godfather is Prince Johnson, the man that killed president, and the chief of staff of the AFL is from Nimba County. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to sit here and allow that because that's a strategic position.
Very strategic.
Now, we got Nimba County closer to your neck. Say what you want to say about, oh, we've been in trouble, the politics. Our politics has been that way. It's very trouble, and we are playing the politics according to the way it's supposed to be. So the old man, his wisdom, said, I'm going to change the chief of staff over there, but while I'm doing so, I'm going to give this man something else for him to, you know, he didn't just like take him from there and then just let him to go. He gave him something, you know. It's like bite and blow for him to cool his chest. Making a defense minister.
Yeah.
Making a defense minister, then you change the position for that chief of staff. You put someone that you can trust. And I'm looking at the last name for that person that he appointed. I believe that person is from Lofa County on the last name. I'm not very fluent with my native culture or whatsoever, according to names or whatsoever. But I know that particular name that he put there to the chief of staff, the person that he put to that position, is from Lofa County. Joseph Boakai is going to be going to sleep, knowing fully well that the man that is going to be ruling and head of his the AFL is from Lofa County. No matter how he's going to be communicating to the man, whether in Kisi or whatsoever, Joseph Boakai hit that appointment right off the park, and that is the best move the old man made in recent time. say whatever you want to say. That move was A1, A plus political move, and I cherish that move to the look. When I saw it, I laughed, and I was so glad he did that, because I said this before. He needed to do that. That is something that was supposed to be done before you even start thinking about developing the country or whatsoever. Because your security, you got to put it in the hands of people you trust. And Joseph Boyka did just that, because now the man or AFL, he can call that man and say, look, I need you to take AFL over there, take them this way and take them that way. Because you trust that man. I'm not going to trust Prince C. Johnson. No, especially the way he behaved and did over the campaign time and whatsoever. No way. So Joseph Boyka did the best thing for himself, to leave Liberia and to be able to sleep at night peacefully, knowing fully well that they say if the husband sell you, the street will not buy you. Now he's in his own house, and the man that is in his house right now, or the chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia, is from Lofa County. So if Lofa County man want to take Lofa County man from there, well, then we'll understand that something is happening in Lofa. Then Lofa is not deserving of that position, number one position. But it's a good thing. It's a very good thing that he did that. I don't care if the man from Lofa or whatsoever. I'm so glad that particular position, he shake it up, that AFL, and he put somebody there he can trust. That's good politics. Joseph Boyka scored A+ on that appointment.
Yeah, it is so sad that we did not bring some of the ex-AFL soldiers to the open table here to come and discuss some of the issues, because they know about the military back home. But one of these days, I think we will try to bring one of them on this show to come and discuss some of the issue when it comes to military, because we don't understand military that much. Maybe they will tell us that move is not a good move, and some will tell us that move is a good move. So we have some ex-soldier over here that we will bring one day to the table, and so we can discuss the identical appointment, because maybe Nyan Vrula will say it's debatable because he hails from Niba Kante. Other people will say it's not debatable, it's a right move. Other people will be feeling disenchanted about the appointment. But we will have to bring people who are versatile in these positions then to discuss the issue. But time is fast spent again. We got to move straight to the sporting activities. We got sports, or we got to talk about sport today. We got the African Cup of Nations in Africa. Africa is hosting the African Cup of Nations. Probably, I think it is the 2023 African Cup of Nations, but we are hosting it in 2024. That's how it's supposed to be. That we do it the back way. That's how African people do their thing. Something that is happening in 2024, they say it's 2023 African Cup of Nations. Who does that? Only in Africa. But well, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the quarterfinal right now. Quarterfinal, we have 8 teams. We have Nigeria versus Angola. We were in Angola versus Nigeria. Nigeria beat Angola 1-0. That game played yesterday. And also yesterday we have Congo DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo versus Guinea. Democratic Republic of Congo beat Guinea 3-1. And now we have Mali versus Africa. Mali versus Africa. Africa is the country that is hosting the African Cup of Nations. So Africa defeated Mali 2-1. And now we have a live game going on right now of Cape Verde versus South Africa. South Africa versus Cape Verde. The game right now we have 45 minutes plus 4 gone in the game. So now the score is 0-0. So, Honorable Chairman, how you look at Angola and Nigeria game when Nigeria defeated Angola? How you look at, because for the sporting activities, Nigeria is a very tough side. Nigeria have the African best right now. Osimi is the African best for Africa. Like we have Leo Messi, who is the world best. But for Africa, Nigeria national team have the African best player. So, and they are doing extremely well. Nigeria defeated Angola 1-0. So how you look at the match?
Nigeria is doing well. Nigeria is doing well, to be frank. If they are lucky, I don't know, but they are doing well. I mean, the fact of the matter that they are going Yeah, they are still stealing because some teams we saw it left, and I think Nigeria is still a good chance here to maybe win it all. If I'm being honest, because they are stealing, and some of the strong teams they are out. I think Senegal is out.
Yeah.
Uh,
Morocco is out.
I saw Hakimi send his people home. Oh my goodness, they are out. Yeah. And so and Nigeria is still standing, so it's a good thing. I don't know if Cameroon or not. Let me see. Ivory Coast we can win it, maybe. Ivory Coast. I would prefer Ivory Coast because they are closer to me. And Ivory Coast is our neighbor. I'm just saying.
But let me cut in a little bit. Ivory Coast will be playing anybody from the zone from Cape Verde and South Africa. Anybody wins, Africa will be playing against one of them. Either play Cape Verde or play South Africa. But for Nigeria going to be playing Democratic Republic of Congo. That is Congo DRC. So, and looking at that, I'm looking at Nigeria going to the final. Yeah, through my analysis right here, Nigeria is a very strong side. It's a tough side. And I know Nigerians want to see things like that. When it comes to money, they're going to fight and do anything to go and get that money and take it home. Nigeria will not go to the final and lose the final. It's just very difficult. It happened with the only time, remember, Nigeria losing final was between Nigeria and Cameroon. And they are neighbors. So I don't know how to play that game. And any FIFA penalty when Cameroon carried out that African Cup of Nations, I still remember. But this identical African Cup of Nations, because I know that Africa, anybody from Cape Verde and South Africa going to beat them and go to the final. If Africa reach final against Nigeria, knowing fully well that Nigeria have beaten Africa in the same African Cup of Nations in their own home. So it's just glaring that it's time for Nigeria to lift the cup in Africa.
Africa is hosting, and you got to understand that the final will be different from the group stage or whatever stage you want to put it in. Look, there's a different spirit over there when you're in a final, and I believe that when Africa is fortunate enough to reach that far, I'm sure they will put their best foot forward. They will fight Nigeria by all means necessary to make it to stay there. And I'm not going to say there will be some political move that will happen or whatsoever. But hey, if you are in the final and you're hosting, you better do your homework. You gotta do your homework. You gotta play very, very good. And then you leave some of the luck up to the ref. Maybe some kind of 90-minute penalty can happen, and you can choke it in your basket or whatever. But you got to do your job as well. But to be frank, Nigeria can still win it all. Nigeria can still win it all. And I mean, if they win it all, they are deserving of it. Like, let's be frank, because the thing is not just one game. You go through the group stage, the round of 16. Quarterfinal, semi-final, final. So we can't just be saying luck all the time. If they win it up, they are deserving of it. Matter of fact, whoever going to win it all at this moment, they are deserving of it because they went through all the steps together.
And like you could say about Ivory Coast, to me, I think Ivory Coast too is a good side, it's a fun side, because Africa was the one that defeated the defending champ, Senegal. Even though it ain't penalty, but other people are saying that there was some little bit controversial stuff that went on, because I saw a penalty, a possible penalty that should have been awarded to Senegal. But the referee refused to go watch the VAR and to see the replay. Just close the eyes on it. And that's why I say African football is just different. And we, Africa, we have to really kind of like imitate the Western world. Let's be fair when it comes to soccer game. And not just soccer game. Let's be fair when it comes to a lot of things, man, around us. Because if we cannot be fair when it comes to soccer game. Like from my own analysis, like when I watched the game against Ivory Coast versus Senegal, Senegal had a possible penalty on the field of play, but the referee did not even blow the whistle to say that this is a penalty. That should have carried Senegal through. So today, Africa wouldn't be here, causing problem. You see, but things like that happen because they are the host. You don't want to take the host from the tournament, and then at the end of the day, spectators, you won't get spectators, and it's all about the Benjamin. It's all about the Benjamin. So right now, I know your prediction. You said probably Ivory Coast may carry the trophy, but for me, on this OP table, this live broadcast, I think I will stand with Nigeria. Since there is no other team that I can support at this point, I will be supporting Nigeria onto the final, and I know my boys will not let me down. And as we are speaking right now, we are pursuing Osimi to come to Chelsea. We are the Blues with the Chelsea fan. We are pursuing him to come. We got Didier Drogba on the ground there talking to Osimi to come to Didier Drogba and Mikel Obi also talking to Osimi to come to Chelsea. So that would be a very good thing for us, so we can shake the Premier League a little bit. And that just how I analyze the game. And I hope that Nigeria wins the African Cup 2023.
Oh, okay. That's good. Oh, shout out to Avin T. Penner. Oh my goodness, my brabby. Shout out to Avin T. Penner. Avin said he's watching.
Avin is watching.
Shout out to Avin Penner. Shout out to Fatima Famule. Shout out to Yan and Devule. Shout out to everyone who's watching right now and has been following. Look, I don't know. You said Ivory Coast is going to. The game you said was very controversial. I mean, it's okay. I think Ivory Coast can say the same thing about their side as well. I think Ivorian said they had penalty too as well, and they got denied. So I don't know. And even in Europe, to be frank, cheating can happen. Sometimes the people are behind VAR. Like I'm an Arsenal fan. I know every day people they're beating up because of VAR mistakes. So I just hope that they can get it right. But then the tournament is going on well, and they did well, and that's a good thing. For us to be coming together every time, like a continent, especially around sport, to unite and move forward and whatsoever. Nigeria definitely stand a good chance to win it all. If Nigeria can win it all, that would be good. If Nigeria cannot win it all, if Ivory Coast can win it, that would be okay as well. But to be frank, like I said, you say you stand with Nigeria to win it all.
Yeah.
I stand with my neighbor Ivory Coast.
Yeah, Nigeria is West Africa as well.
Shout out to all my Nigerian friends and brothers and sisters. I love you all whatsoever, but I'm rocking with the next door neighbor. I have been to Ivory Coast, not Nigeria. I've been to Ivory Coast. I've been there, so yeah. And Ivorians, they did well for us. Even Nigerians did well for us during our war. I mean, they send our men out there to fight the war. So shout out to Nigeria, but shout out to Ivory Coast as well. And I'm rocking with Ivory Coast because our next door neighbor. Well, thank you wherever you have been listening from. This is Open Table. It's a good thing to have you here with us on the Saturday, giving a few of your time. And
yes,
Reverend Dr. Christopher Fowler. Reverend Dr. Christopher Fowler said Arsenal and Chelsea men get draft face. Oh my goodness.
What the Reverend says?
Arsenal and Chelsea men get draft face. Yeah, I'm an Arsenal man. Be Arsenal man. The Reverend shouldn't be talking about football set because man, you're not doing nothing anyway. Man, you're not there. The Chelsea men said they didn't want the Nigerian striker. I didn't say won the striker.
Yeah, one Nigerian striker. That's why we are standing with Nigeria so we can win the African Cup of Nations.
May United get a goalkeeper from Africa.
That can leave when a drop bucket.
Oh, what's my knee? Oh, Nana. Oh, what's my knee? Oh, Nana.
Onana cannot catch one ball. And what made you spoil that money for?
My uncle Joseph Braga can buy money on Onana.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we come to the end of today's edition of OP Table.
Yeah.
We say thank you for watching. Wherever you are, keep on in prayer. Our communities be read again. We say thanks for your prayer. Keep praying for us. Keep praying for this community.
Yes.